As your kids prepare to go safely back to school, families with someone who's high risk for the coronavirus may feel more isolated now more than ever. Denver 7's Nicole Brady found what's being done to make sure these young people don't feel alone.
When schools closed in March, all the kids had to stay home. But as the lockdowns lifted, Eva Hokanson realized her situation would be different than her friends because of her mom's lung condition.
Wow, my mom could get sick. We need to stay at home.
It was frustrating and depressing to scroll through social media and see her friends going back to normal.
I just felt like everything was crashing down on just me. I felt like I was the only one going through this.
Of course, she's not the only one.
When the restrictions lifted, I saw some of our teenagers do better because they were able to open up and do some things, but our ones that were more high risk or were sticking to a stricter quarantine, they felt worse.
Eva's therapist, Lindsay Einhorn, says teenagers need social outlets, whether it's school or sports, and virtual meetups aren't good enough. Rick Padilla knows the pain of watching a child suffer when they feel alone.
We lost our 15-year-old son, Jack, about 15 months ago. He died by suicide.
Padilla is now the suicide prevention manager for Denver's Department of Public Health, and he worries about kids not having their normal support systems if they're not in school this year. So parents need to recognize when stress becomes something more serious.
In hindsight, it's easy to second guess and figure out where you missed something. What you think are typical adolescent behaviors in isolation may seem like that.
So far, schools have continued to provide counseling services virtually, but Padilla wants families to know there are resources in the community too. Let's Talk Colorado and crisis lines that can offer support. For Eva, learning she isn't alone made a difference.
Going back to social media, I would see just people or celebrities, just people in general, they would say, I stay home for this person.
She's staying home for her mom, but staying positive and staying connected.
Having somebody to talk to always just makes you feel so much better.
Nicole Brady, Denver 7.